Good morning, neighbors. It is Tuesday, February 10th, 2026, and you are tuned in to the Murphy Morning Show. I am your host, Sara, here to ease you into the day with local news, your weather outlook, and a look at what is coming up around town here in Murphy and across our little corner of the mountains. Let us start with what is happening close to home. Cherokee County officials have been focusing on recovery and safety after those recent winter storms that dumped several inches of snow across much of the county and made travel treacherous, especially on back roads and secondary highways. Local reports say at least one Murphy resident lost his life in a weather-related wreck on a snow-covered road near the Tennessee state line, and leaders have been urging drivers to slow down and give road crews room to work as they continue treating trouble spots this week. Our hearts go out to that family and to everyone still dealing with the after effects of the storms. The Cherokee County Board of Commissioners has also been talking about federal land policy after passing a resolution opposing what they call abuse of the Federal Antiquities Act, a move they say is about protecting local control over how nearby federal lands are designated and managed. County leaders say they worry that large new monument designations could limit traditional uses of land around our communities, including timber, hunting, and recreation, and they are asking state and federal representatives to keep rural voices in mind when those big decisions are made. Here in the town of Murphy, last night's regular town council meeting was rescheduled after the wintry weather disruptions last week. The meeting, originally planned earlier in the month, was pushed back to make sure folks could safely get to town hall, and council members are expected to take up routine town business, including street maintenance needs after the storms and downtown event planning for the spring. If you have concerns about sidewalks, lighting, or parking downtown, this is a good time to keep an eye on those agendas and let your council members know what you are seeing in your neighborhood. Across the region, state officials have been reminding drivers that winter is not done with North Carolina yet. The Department of Transportation reports that tens of thousands of tons of road salt and millions of gallons of brine have already gone down across the state in the last couple of weeks, and Governor Josh Stein has emphasized that while most people stayed home during the worst of the weather, a handful of deadly crashes show how quickly conditions can turn bad. Here in the mountains, that message hits home, especially after the recent fatal crash in Cherokee County, and troopers continue to repeat that message we all know so well. Slow down on snowy and slushy roads, even if they look just wet. Looking a bit beyond Murphy, regional tourism and business groups in towns like Blairsville, Georgia, are gearing up for late winter networking and community events aimed at supporting small businesses through the slower season. Chambers of commerce around the mountains are promoting luncheons and meetups where local shop owners, restaurant managers, and service providers can swap ideas and prepare for spring visitors. It is a reminder that our little mountain towns are all connected, and what brings people to Blairsville or Blue Ridge often sends them through Murphy for a meal or a stroll downtown as well. Now let us talk about your weather for Murphy over the next 3 days. Today in Murphy, you can expect a cold but fairly quiet February day. Temperatures will hover in the middle 30s through much of the day, feeling chilly but not as brutal as those single-digit wind chills we sometimes see, and skies should be mostly clear to partly cloudy with only a small chance of any flurries or light sprinkles. It is a good day for a heavy coat, gloves, and maybe a little extra time to warm up the car before you head out. For tomorrow, Wednesday, temperatures should climb a bit, with afternoon highs edging up into the low to middle 40s and overnight lows around the upper 20s to near 30. Clouds will likely increase, giving us more of a filtered sunshine kind of day, but the chance of significant rain or snow still looks low. Roads should stay in good shape, though shaded spots and higher elevations may keep some slick patches during the early morning and late evening hours. By Thursday, we are looking at a more noticeable warm-up, with high temperatures reaching into the upper 40s or even near 50 in some spots around town, and lows holding near or just above the freezing mark. Expect a mix of sun and clouds, with a slight chance of a light shower or some drizzle, but nothing that looks like a major storm at this point. It is the kind of day where you might start the morning in a winter coat and end it with just a light jacket. And hey, right here after the weather is the perfect moment for a quick favor. If you are enjoying the Murphy Morning Show and getting value from these local updates, please take a second to subscribe to the channel, hit that like button, and slam that notification bell so you never miss a new episode. If you find value in this channel, please share it with a friend, a neighbor, or a family member who loves staying connected to what is happening in and around Murphy. All right, let us turn to some community events coming up in and around Murphy. Looking ahead a few days, the town's Main Street program is promoting its regular Second Saturday Shop and Sip event in downtown Murphy later this month. On that second Saturday afternoon, from 2 o'clock until 5 o'clock, shops along Tennessee Street and Valley River Avenue will be staying open with special deals, light refreshments, and a relaxed chance to stroll, browse, and support local businesses. It is a wonderful excuse to get out of the house, stretch your legs, and maybe discover a new favorite shop. And as always, be sure to watch for pedestrians and use crosswalks as you make your way around downtown. A little farther out on the calendar, Main Street Murphy is also working behind the scenes on this spring's big Murphy Spring Festival, which will once again bring vendors, live music, food trucks, children's activities, and a beer and wine area to the streets downtown. While that event is still a couple of months away, vendors are already being invited to apply, and it is not too early to mark your calendar if you love live music and browsing local arts and crafts. When we get closer, we will share more details on road closures, parking options, and any shuttle services so everyone can enjoy the festival safely. If you are willing to make a short drive, Blairsville, Georgia has a Lunch and Leads networking event scheduled for today, Tuesday, February 10th at midday, hosted by the Blairsville Union County Chamber of Commerce. It is geared towards small business owners and professionals who want to connect, share ideas, and make new contacts over lunch. If you decide to head over the mountain for that one, give yourself extra travel time, check the latest road conditions, and be sure your vehicle is stocked with a little cold weather gear just in case. As we move deeper into February, you can also expect more late winter and early spring happenings to pop up on local calendars in Murphy, Andrews, and surrounding towns, from church suppers and school fundraisers to live music nights and winery events over in Blairsville. Keep an eye on community bulletin boards, town websites, and local social media pages so you do not miss something that might be perfect for you and your family. And if you are planning an event yourself, consider letting your local paper or Chamber of Commerce know so they can help spread the word. That is going to do it for today's edition of the Murphy Morning Show. Thank you so much for starting your Tuesday with me and for caring about our little corner of the mountains. I am your host, Sara, wishing you a safe drive, a warm cup of coffee, and at least one small moment of joy in your day. Remember to subscribe, like, slam that notification bell, share us with a friend if you find value here, and join me again tomorrow morning for more local news, weather, and community stories from right here in Murphy, North Carolina.